For the past 3 weeks, I've sat down with some of the biggest stars from cognizant Major League Cricket here at Grand Prairie Stadium to get to know them a little bit better.
The big news, I guess, Lenny, is the fact that one of the world's best players, Australian captain Pat Cummins, has arrived.
Gone again!
And this time it's Pat Cummins with the long handle.
Pat Cummins, thanks very much for joining us. There's a lot of people in the world that know a lot of things about you, but they may not have heard it from the horse's mouth. So I would like to ask you how you describe yourself.
Clever, talented, handsome, funny.
Well, I think there'd be a lot of people that would agree with all of that.
Probably less than you think.
You are now a dad. How has that changed your perspective on the way that you see the world?
Like a seismic shift. Yeah, Albie's 2.5 now, and you finish a day of work or cricket and you realise that your 2-year-old or 1-year-old really don't care how you went and they just want mum or dad to be back there, and it's great.
So has Albie been introduced to cricket yet?
Yeah, he's obviously been to a fair few games and he pings balls around all day. Doesn't really hold a bat, but I think he might be a good left-hander, I think, one day.
I spoke to Jake Fraser-McGurk the other day. He said you guys have been playing a lot of golf together. Is that something that you do at home as well? Is it something that you use to switch off normally?
Ideally, yes. Time normally gets in the way, so I'm making the most of it here without being captain. I've got a lot of time in my diary, which is great. On Aussie Tour, we try and just create space away from the game as much as possible. I'm a bit the same when I'm home. It's kind of a tough sell when I've been away for a few months to get home and say I'm going to the golf course for a day.
Is there one memory that you have wearing the baggy green that stands out?
My debut test match, it didn't really feel real that I was on tour with all these guys I'd grown up watching. Like when I actually got presented the baggy green by Ricky Ponting, I was like, they can't take this off me now. Like, the idiots have given me one of these.
Sucked in.
Yeah, I was like, kept getting waiting to be like, gotcha. Yeah, that for me just made it all real.
It must feel pretty good seeing other people go through that as well.
Of course, and it's never just about that one player as well. You always see their families, and everyone's got amazing stories of sacrifice or hardship, or the guys living out their dream. Yeah, it never gets old.
Do you have any quirky superstitions or pre-game rituals that you do?
I'm just the worst warmer-upper in the world.
Is warmer-upper a word?
You can use that word, it's a real word.
So what do you do?
Not much.
I mean, it's working so far though.
For the most part, I wouldn't recommend it.
Is there a slogan or a piece of advice someone's ever given you that you go back to when you're having a tough day or even a good day?
I think it's quite common, but it's like, someone's going to be a match winner, and it might as well be you. As I was starting out as a young person, that you kind of top of your mark and you look at the batter has 2 arms, 2 legs, just like me, and like, well, someone's going to have to take this game on. Who says it's going to be this experienced guy? It might as well be me. So I always try and keep that mindset.
Oh, he's moved well across his stumps, had no control in the shot.